Cagney and Lacey are back on the air on CBS and 1011 Strong. Sharon Gless, Tyne, Daly, Cagney and Lacey. And let me tell you what happened. This is really weird because I interviewed you not too long ago when your program was first going on the air. And what I like to do is let the audience see a couple of episodes so they know they can establish identities and know who people are. So the show had been on the air a couple of times, and I was just getting ready to air your interview, and they said, the show's been canceled. And I thought, oh, gee, I put so much work into that interview, and I want everybody to meet you. So I aired it anyway. I said, their show's off the air, but these are nice people, and I want you to meet them. So I put the interview on the air.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Then they said, they're back on the air. Now, I just told everybody you were canceled. So I said, strike that, okay. Then you came back on the air. For how long were you on the air?
One show.
One show, yes. Then they're off the air, and now we've added a new cast member, Sharon Gless, who moved over from House Calls. Okay, you guys, what's going on here? I want to know.
I have the foggiest notion what's going on. It's the madness of the medium. I don't know.
The madness of the medium?
Yeah, it's been very rocky for a while, and now we are ready to start again. We start again in August.
Why a changing cast? Why a changing cast? You were on the job.
House Calls was down the tube. I understand they just wanted more contrast between the two characters.
We're so unalike that we've been getting along famously the last time.
That's right.
When you're we talked before, I think, about inventing a television show, right? That you're figuring out how as it goes along. And so changes are made to try and get it to where you want it. Hopefully changes will happen throughout. Not necessarily cast changes, but
I just got here.
Which are painful
and disruptive. House Calls?
No. Well, how long do you think a show should really be allowed to be on the air before it can gel? You know, in the old days, in the good old days, I mean, they give a show 13 weeks or, you know, or 26 runs so that it could get established and people could begin to identify with the characters. I mean, to let you be on the air twice.
Carol O'Connor said that they wouldn't have known what they didn't know what they were doing on All in the Family till they played for a year. Had no idea what the rhythms were, what the exchanges were. It takes a while.
And some networks take the chance and hang in there with the show. Others will not. It's all based on fear.
This is your basic numbers game. Now, when I spoke with you last, you had just joined the cast of House Calls.
House Calls, yes.
And at that time, I said, what happened to Lynn Redgrave? And you said, I don't know.
Well, she went on to other
happened?
things, actually.
I mean, now do you know why she left the show?
I think it was still the same reason. I think she had a dispute about nursing her child, and there was also a financial dispute. I think she's terrific.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you got it. I'm glad you're together now.
Yes.
And we're going to see what's happening with Cagney and Lacey down the road. Now, your husband directed you in one of the first segments?
He directed two of them. The first and the third.
Do you take direction well, particularly from him?
We've learned to work well together because he knows my work very well. We've been together since we were in school, and so he's on to all my tricks and bad habits.
Oh.
So that makes him a very good director for
Oops.
me. Yeah, we had a wonderful time working together. However, he doesn't do episodic television anymore.
He doesn't?
No.
No, I was disappointed because I was looking forward to being directed by him on Cagney and Lacey.
He's learned how to do that episodic thing, and he's started a production company of his own. And he wants to act some more, since he's been playing the director rhythm for a couple of years. And so he's decided to skip that this year. And I've got to go do the episodic television.
You've got to go
go down the salt mines.
That's right.
Work 16 hours a day.
No, really, is it tough?
I know that people don't think that it's actually work what we do.
It's not all tinsel and glamour.
It's not with the big salaries and people waiting upon you.
And there's a lot of waiting around, but they're not waiting on you.
That's right.
You're waiting for the lighting man to get that bloody set lit.
No, the hours are very, very... I have not shot Cagney and Lacey yet, but I understand the hours are very grueling. Sometimes you shoot up to 16 hours a day. And what is fascinating to me is there's no studio. What they have done is they rented or bought, depending on the budget,
I think. I don't know.
rented a warehouse way downtown, and they turned it into sets.
Our permanent sets are in these great big old brick buildings that were once
No
a factory.
soundproofing, no air conditioning.
Leaky roof.
And then when you go out on the street, you got soot and that good stuff out there that you
Right.
get to breathe. Oh, but the
We're
makeup
talking
people,
real life.
Yeah, the makeup people will come and just keep you lovely all the time.
Well, that's our hope.
They disappear. They disappear in the wilds of Los Angeles. You just sort of do the
That's
best you
where it'll
can.
be
They're at that
Yeah, I
wonderful
like
little
that.
Chinese restaurant down the street, right?
Well, we will be looking forward to seeing Cagney and Lacey and what evolves this time. May you stay on the air this time.
We're going to keep doing it till we get it right.
Okay. Sharon Gless, Tyne Daly, they're Cagney and Lacey. We'll be watching for them here on 1011 Strong. Thank you very much. Nice to see you.
Thank
pleasure.
you.
And 1011 Morning continues.